Tell me what powerlifting is.
You do this, squatting, and then you lift heavier weights, and then you squat. Mostly like lifting up heavy weights really hard, and you get really red, and you start to get new muscles. And our dad, he has a bunch of trophies from going to powerlifting and weightlifting. Well, it involves some using bars and making sure they stay on. And you have to make sure you can even get under them. You don't want to be too big for this. Oops.
So this is powerlifting?
Some of it. One part I can't do. I'm not showing you that.
Okay. That's a pretty cool technique to get out from under the bar.
I know.
Tell me about a powerlifting competition. What do they do there?
They lift weights at a powerlifting competition.
Yeah?
Mhm.
And who do they try to see if they can lift the most weights?
No.
Oh.
You gotta lift the most weights that are heavy. It has the most heaviest weights.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Want to see what heavy weights they have?
Yeah.
They can lift their weights like this many pounds.
Whoa! I gotta back up. Can you show me that again?
They can lift it this many pounds.
Cool. Tell me about a powerlifting meet or competition.
Well, people sit down and watch other people do pretty much what I just did with the bar. And they also go on the ground and lift the bar like this sometimes.
Do you remember what that's called?
I don't think so.
Okay. What about when you were laying down? What was that called?
Bench press?
Yeah. And there's one other one.
Squat?
Yeah.
We're going to on this weekend. So we're gonna show you the trip when we're going on it. And what it is mostly you watch people just like weightlift, and some can be your dad or mom. Hey, there's girl weightlifters. Don't say to me that isn't.
So what does your dad do when he's working out?
Well, he squats, he bench presses, he does lots of things. Once I came home from school and I was looking for him. I looked in the bathroom, upstairs in his room, but then I went downstairs and I turned to the corner and I still didn't see him, but then I actually turned to the spot where he works out and I saw him hanging upside down on a rubber band, a giant one.
Whoa, that sounds pretty crazy. What was he doing?
I have no idea. He just had his eyes closed, hanging upside down.
What do you think about your dad being a powerlifter?
Great.
Great? Oh, do you like to watch him?
Yeah. And play games down
And
there.
play games while he's working out?
Mhm.
Yeah?
And pretty much I stay upstairs and play martial arms sometimes.
Does he work out a lot? Yeah. Oh, how much weight do you think Daddy's gonna lift?
800. 400 pounds.
Oh, okay.
You up? Can lift you up?
Oh, that's a lot. He can lift me up.
In the big room.
How much do I weigh?
I don't know. Probably 600 pounds.
Oh, I weigh 600 pounds, and Dad can lift me up. Okay. What does Dad eat? What kind of food does he eat?
Doritos.
Doritos? I don't know. What about when he's on his diet? Does he eat Doritos then?
Yeah.
What?
Yummy.
That's an interesting diet.
He eats a lot of sugar.
What?
Sugar. So he gets strong, and sometimes he needs that protein.
Protein, okay. That makes more sense than sugar.
He eats this thing with egg whites, protein powder, and like water or something. And then it like puffs up gigantically, and he eats that for meals.
Does it look good?
Yeah, but I wouldn't eat it after you find out what's in there.
Where's Dad going?
He's going to work.
He's going to work? I don't think so. He's going a lot further than that.
Oh. He's going a lot further than that.
So where is he going? Do you remember? We're gonna go see him. What's he doing?
We're gonna go see him where?
Down in Dubuque? What does he do down there?
Exercise.
Exercise. He's gonna do powerlifting. What's powerlifting?
It means that you're lifting weights.
Oh.
Heavy ones.
Okay. Does he do a good job?
Mhm.
Cool. All right. All right, we're all loaded in the car and ready to go on a road trip to see Dad compete. And we'll check in when we get there. Bye. Okay, we made it here. Silas is falling on rocks. We made it here. We're gonna go inside because it's probably almost time for Dad to start again. We missed the first set of lifts that started at 9, but we're here for the second and third, and we're ready to cheer really loud, right?
Yeah, we got the candy that they have open. Sometimes for in Iowa, like that really sour candy, we got it.
You want to see me break open this rock?
You can get it for like
Cool.
95
Okay,
cents.
let's go inside. Eli, pick up those rocks.
I broke it. Fast, 100 days, Mom.
Wait, Mom.
Alright, just in case, so we can avoid any music copywriting issues, which is kind of a pain in the butt, I'm just going to go ahead and do a voiceover and basically talk through some of the lifts and just make some comments. I always thought it was awesome that my wife recorded this and I got to hear all the crazy little things that my kids said when they're younger. And this is 6 years later, you know, post that I'm recording this, almost, well, 6.5 years later. And hearing all the wacky stuff they said about me eating Doritos and sugar, and my wife, who is like 5'2" and hardly ever over 100 pounds, weighs 600 pounds. So kids are crazy, but it's awesome. We joke about stuff like that all the time, you know, like lifting mom up in the big room and she weighs 600 pounds, and tease the kids a little bit, but I love them. It's awesome. It was an awesome thing for her to do for this event, and you know, you never know for sure, but we knew this was probably going to be a pretty cool day, and that I was going to set our break and reset the all-time American drug tested records at 132 pounds for the open, not just masters, even though I was 40 years old. We knew I was going to break it, and that's for all organizations at the time. So it wasn't just UPA that you see here today. And it's part of the reason that after this meet I had done it and started to get better over Lyme disease. Well, I did the meet after this too for the USPA meet. So we were taking a little break. I got through the squats, hit all the squats except for my last one. What happened there was it was really close on depth, which you always kind of do. And I was a little unsure about it. I should have just went for it, and I think I would have been fine coming up because I'm pretty good at grinding through the hole on my last attempt for squats. But I just didn't, and so what ended up happening that day was I got 2 reds and 1 light, or 2 reds and 1 white light for squats, and so that put my best squat at 435 instead of 451, and my goal that day was not only break the American record, which is something like 1267 or 1278 or something like that at the time. I didn't want to just beat the record. I actually wanted to set the record at 10 times body weight, or 1,320 pounds. So even though I weighed in at 130.5, that's just relative to what I end up weighing in. It's, I want to do that 10 times the actual weight class. So, and then, so I did pretty well on the bench. You'll see here, even though this one's kind of slow, this is 308, grounded through it. But sometimes when you get a better lift off and you can practice with your partner, it really helps in some of these meets, because you'll see in this last attempt where I went up 2.5 kilos up to 314 pounds. I actually end up having an all-time PR for my powerlifting meets at 132 pounds. Because it was a really good lift off, I grooved it really well, and you'll see it almost moves as fast as my first attempt, which was 1297. So it definitely moves way faster than 308. But you'll see that here in a second. And I was pretty excited. It was a good moment because I got to share the experience with my friend Peter, who's a guy that's about a foot taller than me and weighs 100 pounds more. He came down all the way from Hastings and gave me the lift off. It's about 4 hours to Dubuque, so it was a big favor, but he's my buddy, so he helped me out. He's a good dude. All right, break time, and it sets us up for the deadlifts that day. I opened up with 507 and moved really fast, no problem. Then I'll nail 542 for my second attempt, and then because I missed the 451 squat on depth, I only had 1 white and 2 reds. I had to go a little higher for my last attempt, so I went for 573 on my last attempt, and I got off the ground. I probably got it like 3 or 4 inches off the ground, but then I just stalled out and I started an earthquake. That's when you shake a lot. At least that's what I call it. I call it earthquaking. So that's when you really know you have a ton of tension in the bar and guys pushing it. They just shake like crazy, like there's an earthquake. But anyway, that's my favorite part of the deadlifts. Whether a guy gets it or not, I just think the intensity is just incredible. So it's kind of an exciting part during some of the lifts. But I didn't get it that day, but I ended up with a total of 1290 for the day, and that was, you'll see, that was an all-time record. But it still went well. It was a good day, and it's cool to look back on this. The kids joke about this video all the time. We have a lot of things where we tease each other, and it's the whole thing of me like hanging upside down. I have no idea how my daughter Ivy's like, I have no idea what he's doing. She was looking for me after school, and I'm like doing some type of traction exercise from a gigantic super band from the top of a power rack, and some of the, usually I was eating like regular diet food, but then sometimes like some of the weird concoctions that I would make. It's funny because I may have done it only a couple times, but they caught on like, what the hell is Dad eating? And then they got a picture of it, and I had no idea they did that, and I'm like, oh man, everybody's gonna think I eat these puff balls. Or Even better when Silas is saying, I eat all Doritos. We tease him all the time about that. And then Eli saying, I eat a bunch of sugar. Oh my gosh. Yeah, eating sugar doesn't work when you're trying to diet. So it's just kind of funny how they're just kind of BSers. But it's all in good fun. And you know what? I know the kids are watching the whole time. And they know that working out and being strong is part of life. It's not just powerlifting. They know that it's something you need to do, and everybody's better off by being strong. It's not just good enough just to work out or eat healthy. Like you need to train to be strong, and if you're strong, everything else is easier. And pushing through to be strong, and also to challenge yourself. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just challenge and see what you can do. That's the big thing, and that's what matters most. So anyway, I could go on and on, but I won't. The video is gonna keep on here for a little bit with some music that my wife had put on. Probably nothing big, but and you'll see here scrolling down, it's gonna show that on Powerlifting Watch at the time, they did recognize me with the drug test, which is just a standard water test that comes out of Redwood Labs in California. It's the same one that USADA uses and a lot of other organizations. So they all use the same one. It's pretty legit. They test everything. So anyway, yeah, submitted that. They recognized it and was certified, and there it is. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit different, and but yeah, family is important, and you should involve your kids, even if it is powerlifting. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take care.